Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Talk Tuesday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I welcome you all. Thank you all for hanging in there. I apologize for being a little bit late on starting. If you only knew what was going on here. Woo! Let's just say today is one of those days. I showed up an hour early for a doctor's appointment that is only minutes away from my house. Thankfully, they saw me early. Otherwise, y'all would still be sitting here. Oh, Lord. But anyway, home, dogs walk, dad is eating breakfast, brunch. You know, I'm having my second cup of tea, and that's all good in the hood. Yes. So, but I love you all. Thank you all. I see everybody still coming in. And interesting, Jay Patterson. Okay. So, as the thumbnail says, and it's been the news amongst the Sussex squad, the Archewell impact report. So be mindful of the royal rota that may even be friendly royal rota, so to speak, if there's even such a thing. There's really one person. You should know who I'm speaking to. You know, things need to be clear when they talk about things even pertaining to Harry and Meghan. Just be very, very clear. So the link to get to the impact report is in the description. It's on the Archewell site. It is a PDF, so yes. But anyway, hello, hello, hello to all the channel members. To everyone else. That's for everybody else. Okay. Woo! I'm in one of the moods. A very good one, but you know. So I feel bad because I didn't get a chance to really chat with you all. Because, you know, I like to chat with you and say hi before it starts and all that. So I'm sure y'all were like, uh-oh, she's not around. But anyway, let me kick this off. So copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair uses are used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Okay. So we have the 2020 to 2022 impact report. This is what you'll find when you go to the Archewell site. You then click on the link on the left to the Archewell Foundation. But like I said, I gave you the link that puts you right at this page. So it just starts out with the Archewell Foundation is a impact-driven nonprofit created by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Our core purpose is, quite simply, to do good. We meet the moment by showing up, taking action, and using our unparalleled spotlight to uplift and unite communities, both local and global, online and offline. And it says to view our 2020 to 2022 impact report, click here. So just to give you a little, you'll see. Compassion and action. Archewell Foundation has been pleased to support the work of organizations we believe in with grants. Recipients include Girls Inc. You see all the other names that are listed there. So you'll see that. And as you click through, again, it's a PDF. Each of the pages, it's 24 pages, some good information in there. I know a lot you made of this. Oh, they brought this much money and only this much went out. If you see the blank stare on my face. Okay, this is the look I have right now on my face. Let me see if I can find it. This is me right now. Blank stare. Why everybody is so concerned with the financial side, which really wasn't, I'm just saying. Okay. Because this is an impact report, they're going over all that they were involved in over the 2 years. Of course, it also indicates what they plan on doing and highlights their partnerships with a lot of organizations. So it didn't say financial report. I just want to highlight that in case people are so wrapped up in knowing the numbers. But, a foundation doesn't work on, we take in, say, I'm throwing out number, doesn't take in 500,000 and then at the end their bottom line is zero, because that means you're not in business anymore. Just saying. You can't, it doesn't work that way. So for the haters out there, I'm just letting you know. We see you. Okay. So here's a letter from, you scrolling through the pages. You'll get to the letter of the co-executive directors that just gives you what you're about to read through and, all that good stuff. And then, you go down and it gives you the contents of the report, by the numbers, responding to crises, uplifting women, fostering community. What else do they have? They have building a better world online. That one, yes, I'm gonna highlight that one. Restoring trust and information. That one also. Mental health, and then looking ahead. So they give you the corresponding pages so you can get to where you want to get to. So I just had to highlight. So page 19 of 24 is where you will see restoring trust and information. The Rhoda might want to read this. Okay. Every single member of the Rhoda and the royal family too. Okay. Being that report is out there, I'm not giving the whole kit and caboodle right here. I want you to, at least go out to their site and look at it there. And if you need to download the PDF, be my guest. But restoring trust and information. So Building on our pursuit for a healthier online space, AWF, Archewell Foundation, has also taken a direct interest in how we create a better, more trustworthy, and diverse information environment across all forms of media. We believe the rapid rise in misinformation, disinformation, and online harassment is a humanitarian issue. Now, you can read the rest via the actual report, but I thought that was very telling, especially given how much misinformation, disinformation, and online harassment the Duchess of Sussex especially receives. So look forward to helping them in this endeavor, especially. Okay. And then, I had just Archewell by the numbers. Again, it's small, but you can go out to their site and see what they've been doing. Although we're aware of it, but it's good to see it in the impact report. So that's really all I had on that. This is going to be truly a quick, I say that all the time, and then it's not usually that quick, but this is going to be a quick one. So I'm just going to look at the comments. Just make sure I haven't missed anything above the one from Jay Patterson. So just saying, just read news on UK economic forecast for 2023. Not good, not good. And I would hope that the ones that sit at the top tier of that society in the UK would take more interest in that economic forecast than worrying about what happens in Montecito, California. I'm just saying. I think many of us are going to be in for a ride, unfortunately, in the next coming years. But, some of it we can control, some of it we cannot. It all depends on who's in charge of our said governments. Let me come down. Hello to everybody that has joined since I started the stream and have been babbling on. Let me see, J-Matt. People, please, they're doing the work. They have nothing to talk about. These people are getting on my damn nerve. J-Matt, I'm just saying. We're all right there with you. At first I saw all this hubbub, and I know that someone that does have a platform had said something, I guess, to Omid, how do I want to really say, how he tweeted out the information just wasn't clear enough. They did go back and just apologize and said what he stated was X, and that's in the report. So I've just seen numbers thrown around as far as monetary, and I'm like, really? Now I scanned it. I didn't really read the report. We know that they're making positive impact on not just their local community, but I look at the U.S. as being more local than anything because they are here in the U.S., as well as the global world. So, folks always got something to say. Tier, indeed, it's a humanitarian issue. It really is. Now, I know that I believe Megan hinted at IG during archetypes, one of the archetypes. I can't remember which one. I nearly lost my mind because I was back out there looking, did she reactivate her account? Which I hope she does. But of course, it needs to be where it's safe. And I know that even as content creators, we do have to be mindful of all that we take in, the comments that may come in. Some people with larger platforms, some really horrific comments can be left. That can seep in. I know Tina has, discussed that at length with us on different podcasts. But yeah, it is a humanitarian issue. No one should be subjected to that type of hate. No one. I'm not going after, I'm not looking after, I'm not searching out information on folks that I really don't want nothing to do with. They just, okay, if I happen to see something on my timeline, what is it now? Why is someone even talking about them that's in the squad, but I'll look, see, and move on. So, whew, we have to get to that point. Mental health, yeah, online has truly affected a lot of people's mental health, I must say. Elaine Parker, VS, you know they won't. It's always Harry and Meghan. It's, whew, Lord of mercy. I'm sure that they're just taken back by this impact report. I know that they're just like, that darn Harry and Meghan. First the book. I'm shocked I haven't seen anything crazy like, why would she release this impact report? It's going to take away from Spare. I'm waiting to see something crazy like that. And maybe something like that has happened. I've not been, quote, online that much this morning. So, yeah. Gwendolyn, Harry and Meghan always put in the work. They really do. It speaks. We know that. I don't know. I just kind of think of, the couple in the UK sitting at the top of the food chain, literally, who showed up at a food bank and didn't have hands empty. I'm so floored by that. Okay. But then wanted to have, the palace sources, had something to say with Meghan showing up and doing what she did at the different points in times, even her and Harry, handing out supplies or whatever to those in need. So someone said they liked when I did that. There you go. That's for you. Tier, they need to focus on their issues and leave the Sussexes alone. Maybe one day, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Cookies and Cream channel member, my manager. The Sussexes are doing excellent work. They partner with great companies, and they're going to do even greater things. They really are. So looking at the partners on page 24, I'll tell you that if I didn't mention that earlier, yes, you'll see UK-based ones that they were already associated with before, they decided to get the heck out of Dodge, aka the UK. Yeah. So it was good to see that, and that there's still ties. So SmartWorks, Mayhew, yes, okay. And of course, because it's involving animals, that gets me, and yeah. Anyway, Gwendolyn. I thought that was somebody's screen name, in my opinion. I think I've seen that screen name, but okay. Let me read this one. In my opinion, OMS is kind of shady, yeah. I just saw the tweet and just responded underneath. Just remember, he is Rhoda. He is Rhoda. That should always be remembered. I didn't buy his book. I know a lot of squad did. You helped him and his hateful co-author, which is why I wasn't buying his book. But yeah, that was shady to me. But anyway, I'm not going to go there. He is who he is. He has a job he has to do, and he depends on, when he comes up in the line to get the leaks, I guess. I don't know. But anyway. Lottie, Meghan is behind closed doors right now working on her next project. And trust me, it's going to be big. Yes. And we're going to lose our minds when the announcement's made or if season 2 comes through. So yeah, she was really quiet last year this time. And we got archetypes, and I'm like, let her be quiet. She's happy. She doesn't need to be out there, because the more she's out there, the more the craziness ensues. So let me see. Valerie, UK is on the verge of breaking apart. Still focusing on Harry and Meghan. Yeah, I saw something about Boris Johnson. I guess he was trying to deflect, but it was just weird that he hasn't been prime minister in a while, like months. But then suddenly I see this headline like he is saying that a certain country leader was going to lob a missile at him. And I'm like, well, what did you say, Boris? That was my first question. But I just took a screenshot since it was in my Google search and kept it pushing. But yeah. Black Queen OS, I'll say, will always have my side. He's not to be trusted. Yeah. Always have to remember that. Faith, Gwendolyn, Michelle, and Tina always said they don't trust him. Yeah, He's Rhoda. It took me a little bit before my eyes were open and I understood. They would drop a lot on us during their podcasts, but then each time they were saying some of the same things, and it finally sinks in, and you're like, "Ooh, light bulb on." But yeah, when his book hit, I was like, "Hmm." I mean, his buddies usually use that he's close and he's their mouthpiece. Which I don't know if he's ever refuted, but you're really not their mouthpiece because they don't deal with the Rhoda. But okay, let me move on. Hey, boss lady Denise, how are you? Gwendolyn Black Queen, absolutely. He's trying to play both sides. Well, you know how we feel of those that like both. Something about how they like both the duchesses. There's no way that you're going to take the one that allows the leaks and smears unless it's about her and Botox versus the one that, we fully support. So, who's out there working and has her beautiful children and husband in Montecito, California. All right. Before I close out, because that's really all I wanted to just quickly go through the impact report. I just happened to see some chatter and I'm like, but even if they release their financial, they are a registered charity. So you can always go out and Google and find their information if you really want to see it, and so be it. But I don't get caught up in the numbers. There's a lot going on. As you can see how many partners they have. Of course, you need to have, like I said, more come in than what's going out. Otherwise, you're going to be, shuttering your doors like many have done on Shutter Island. Okay. Let me come over here now before we call it a day. Just a reminder, March 7th through 8th, San Francisco. There's also a virtual aspect to this 2-day Uplift conference by Better Up. The link is in the description also. So if you've, let me know, have any of you signed up? I haven't signed up for like virtual. Ask me why. Because usually when those are taking place, my work, and then whatever else I'm doing on, for family life is going on. So if I can listen in, I will, but I'm only interested in one speaker. Is that bad? I'm bad that way. I'm really bad that way. Let me see. Cookies, remember that? I don't. Yeah, he does have another book that's coming out. I believe that it will not do well. Karma will be spending time with him. Yeah, he has another one hitting in August. That's about the only detail I remember, but I didn't buy the first, not buying the second. And it doesn't need to be about the successes. That's all I'm saying. Like, get off that train, buddy. Harry has put out his own book. You've never met them, as you have told your buddies in the road. So, okay. Another sip of my tea. I haven't heard of any other news that's happening, thankfully. Maybe I will once I'm able to like get back into, the news app. The Bird app is what I call the news app. So, but I didn't know if any of you have heard anything. Yeah, I was just checking to see if I had any other tidbits, but nope. All right. Well, as I've heard on other podcasts and what I used to hear in church, of all hearts and minds, woo, we are going to be, let me see, Black Queen, cookies and cream. He'll never get a dime out of me. Shake my head. Yeah. I mean, for those that buy it, buy it. Let the rest of us know. Maybe I'll have where you can come up and do a review. I per se am not, but we all have to, we all have our likes, dislikes, and etc. But I don't want to support any of the Rhoda in that aspect. So, whew, unless we hear from Harry and or Meghan directly. Hey, buy this. Yeah, otherwise it's not happening. All right. Anyway. Excuse me, those sip of my tea. Cookies and cream, we need to keep amplifying the census's impact report on all social media platforms. Bingo. That's it. There's a close. People need to read for themselves, look through it, because the misinformation, disinformation, and the harassment that ensues whenever something from the Sussexes is released, stated, it's just, yeah. So we have to stay in front of it and, anyway. Woo, thank you for that, cookies and cream. I'm going to leave that one up. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. I pray that you all are feeling good. Those that aren't, we're keeping you all in our prayers. And we will be talking hopefully Thursday, if not Thursday, for Twisted Thursday. Then we'll be back for Sussex Saturday. The topic that for those in the U.S., the situation in Memphis, I am, of course, thoroughly aware. I really can't speak on that. And I might do it on Twisted Thursday, but it's nothing royal about that situation. So I'm thinking of a second channel, actually, where I'll talk about social stuff, but that may be where I take it off the YouTube platform, because what I might have to say might not be allowed on YouTube. So on that note, yes, take care, everyone. Be safe, be well, wear your mask. Wear your mask. I see that all the time. And love you all. See and speak with you soon. Bye.